Hello. Hi, everybody. You Sky, what's up? Name underscore, what's up? Conan, Dream, Ricardo. Wobbly, what's up, dude? Store, what's up? Kang, Broody, how you doing? Hums, how you doing? Ad, I still need to respond to you, but I need to know how you're doing too. Hello, fellow tired folk. I am, believe it or not, man, like, I got some sun today because I had to run around and do some errands, and I feel good.
That neck
Probably
looking good.
gonna crash in like 2 hours though, guaranteed. I've been crashing at like 9:30ish, 10 o'clock these days. But how you guys doing? Hi, Comic, how you doing? Also, OTY, thank you so much for 22 months of being here, you beautiful person. That neck looking good? Thanks, man. So nice. Bruno.
Almost 30 brew.
Dude, why did it say brew? Thank you so much. I appreciate the 30 almost, bro. Appreciate that, dude. Alex Stream, flank steak ready for dinner later. Fresh bagels in the oven. Pants around my ankles. What? Hold on. So nice. What? Pause for one moment. Why is my hair all fucked up? But hold on, pause. What is Avo doing? Rio delayed? I know. We haven't gotten anything in yet for the Rio, but I have a headphone here today. I was using my headset today, so I think I got headphone here. Unfortunate side effect of wearing headphones. To install the virus on my PC? That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Also, Owlu, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sometimes I get all moody, then 5 minutes outside reminds me I probably have some sunlight. Dude, I'm telling you, like, the sunlight did numbers for me today. It helped so much. Man, you're making me want the agar now. I've been really enjoying it the last few days. Like, I think the last, like, 24 hours it's been on my desk, I've been really enjoying this EC version. The more I type on it, the more I end up really liking it, so. But yeah. I was thinking the Viet Coffee. Oh, Viet Coffee sounds so damn good right now, dude. It sounds so delicious. I don't know about this board. I feel like you have a lot of bias about it.
Tumor flying.
Dude, James, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, time flies. When we're all having fun, time really does fly, huh? Via Coffee is bomb, dude. It's so good. Alex, do you munch EC switches? Okay, the answer to that question is I enjoy EC switches. I don't go crazy for them. Like, I'm not like I don't go wild. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm not crazy about them, but like, yeah, I like them a lot. Like, this has been enjoyable to type on. Do I love the sound profile of this? Not really, but the typing experience is phenomenal with EC. Like, I really like it. But yeah, I prefer the way the other stuff sounds. Do you have anything to your W1s when lubing? Just a light coat of lube. They don't need a whole lot. That's it. But how are you guys doing? Did you guys enjoy some time outside, or I don't know, anything like that? Anything you guys enjoyed today? As someone who's not a knower, can anyone explain the difference between EC and regular? Well, electrocapacitive is like a different switch entirely. I mean, honestly, people are going to hate me for saying this, but like, imagine a really good membrane keyboard. It has a nice, satisfying click to it. The sound profile is much different, but it's a different technology, right? Totally different technology. Do I order mode Sonnet now or wait for the latest and greatest mode revision? I can confidently say that I think the Sonnet, the new one, is everything mode like stands for with what they've done. I don't know if they'll do another Sonnet revision or 75 anytime soon. But I can confidently say, like, yeah, the new Sonnet, like, the updated Sonnet is really good. So, but yeah, hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone is. For my first fully custom keyboard, let's see. I haven't even watched Severance yet. That is really cool. The MDR Touch Refiner. That is super interesting. Yeah, I need to watch it, man. I really need to get that show off the ground for me.
I feel like it hasn't even been that long.
Dude, honestly, Blue Jay, sometimes time flies by. When we're all enjoying ourselves, time goes. You know? I was actually, even today, man, let me tell you guys. First of all, lubing switches, today, I don't know why, has been a tough one for me. But I had to do the batch we're doing now. I'm doing another client's, what year is this? 1992. Let's do this. 1992 new old stock cherry switches that I've been doing. So that's been interesting. And then for these ones, I've been trying to keep the spring feeling a little bit like the OG spring. So I actually am I sourced some of this for the client because they trusted me to pick some springs, but this has been a pretty nice alternative. There's 73.5 gram progressive springs from Equals. So this has been a fun little project to do. But I haven't even finished all of these. And somehow when I started lubing switches, it was 11 o'clock. And then the next thing I know, it was 4:30. And then I had to stop to run errands and do some other stuff. And it's crazy how fast time goes by. Wait, 73 gram spring? That would be ideal weight for me? Oh, really, Fried? Maybe I should pick up more because I don't think I'm going to be personally using them, but maybe I can list some on the website. Dude, switch lubing takes forever, bro. It's just such a long process. But yeah, I also watched... Did I watch 2 movies? I watched that new movie. Well, not new. It's with Chris Pratt and the girl from Stranger Things. I forget her name. It's Static something or electric something. It was all right. She was really good in it. Chris Pratt, I think, was good too. Yeah, I don't remember her name. Chris Pratt was all right. I think Chris Pratt has a very distinct acting style that I can be like, yes, that's Chris Pratt. And then I started watching, just because there's nothing really to do while I'm doing switches, I started watching some other movie with Daisy Ridley where she's a window cleaner, but I've only gotten halfway through it. So I'm thinking of commissioning the W1 Diamonds. Do you recommend spring swapping them? I don't think you need to, personally. I think the W1s actually have pretty decent springs already, but if you want the best of the best name, yes, spring swap them. And pick the spring that you know you'll like. So, no, not Star Wars. But yes, she's from Star Wars. Films you don't need to do. They won't fit in the W1s. I've tried. Your pitch deck is coming along? Oh, dude, I'm stoked. I'm excited for that. Today, the NK Classic Blues, I was thinking about going with Nixies for today. But tell you what, we can do that for next... Dude, I got so many switches to go through with you guys, man. I got so many to go through at this point. But for today's build, just because I really want to make sure this is exactly, we can compare it to something we've done in the past and we have a standard, we're going to go with this. I tell you what, we'll try to fit an extra stream in, or I'll fit some stream where we can do those, but I have a lot of switches to go through with you guys. But yeah, I'm glad everyone's doing good. Okay, I want to go through some stuff though, some really important stuff about this board here. So this is the Bias DE. It's going to be vendored by Bowl. I don't know if there's other regional vendors for this. Let me actually take a look. Yes, there is. So Delta, next for China, South America will be Latin Keys. It's on the website if you guys want to see. There's lots of different vendors for this. Prototype is, some good ones. I originally was not going to look at this board. And I want to keep this very upfront with you guys too. I originally actually passed. I think I technically passed on reviewing this board or looking at this board 2 times. Mainly because, and I actually purchased, so just some history, I purchased the original Bias with my own money. I wanted to buy it. I really liked the way it looked. I liked Bion's stuff. I thought it was really cool. The original Bias had some issues. I think there were some scratches with some of the stuff, and Bion handled it okay, in my opinion, from the original one. However, it all went downhill. It went downhill pretty quickly with Bion's stuff, and he didn't really leave a great reputation for himself, and I didn't really agree with anything that he did. In fact, some people still don't have boards, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to cover this. I just didn't want to cover a designer who was ripping people off and then somehow got away with it, and then moved forward, and people are still not serviced from the last project, but somehow there's new releases. But I gotta give some credit to Bowl and Menu. Menu is basically in running projects now. to kind of figure out for Bion. And I had voiced this to Manu. All right. I had voiced this to Manu, and I didn't talk to Bull at the time just because this was more just going through Manu. Manu figured out some stuff with Bull, and basically the reason why I agreed to take a look at this today is, first of all, Bull is vendoring and dealing with all this stuff, so this is not going to be touched by Bion, which is fantastic because I don't really trust him anymore. However, the project profits, so any of the profits made from this board, according to Manu and Bull, will be going to people who didn't get their stuff from the last project. So it'll essentially be Bull, basically, and Manu funding old projects that people haven't gotten yet. That is why I took this, because I really like that sentiment. And from what I understand as well, Bion's not making any money off this, which you could be against or not against. I don't know. But that's the reason why I decided to take a look at this today. And again, I declined this like 2 times, and I've declined other Bion boards in the past just because, again, I didn't really agree with it. I don't think anyone agrees with people running away with people's stuff or people not fulfilling, every customer's 100% of their needs. So shout out to Bull and Manu for this. I don't know if the other vendors are doing that. I can't speak on them. I don't know, but I know Bull and Manu are. So again, that's a really big piece of information that I think needs to be put out right away. I don't know if we're able to keep this. Bull and Manu are currently, I think they're in Korea right now at the Korea meetup. So I haven't been able to kind of communicate too much. So I don't know if we'll keep this or I'm sending it back. I have no idea. So we'll see. How much is this going for? We'll get to that. But I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of why I'm covering this. Because I personally feel like Bion stuff is a touchy subject for some folks. Including myself. Because while I wasn't, I ended up not caring too much about the scratch that was on my bias originally.
King.
Thank you, Burn. I didn't really care about the scratch that was on my bias originally, so my OG bias, but some people did. And again, he handled it okay. Like, some parts were okay being handled, but I don't know. Talking about not fulfilling, have you seen what's happening with Duality? Yes, and it's quite cringe. Bull is enjoying his time in Korea eating KBBQ. I know this because the guy tagged me at 6:20 in the morning. Made me have a bra moment. Oh my god. So Bion is not dealing with anything regarding this board. I don't know how much Bion has in terms of dealing with his past issues. But from what I gather, comic, and this is not an official answer. From what I'm gathering and what I talked to them about, it seems like Manu is the one fixing all the problems because he's running projects done by Bion now. So this is an effort from, I believe, mainly Manu. Again, maybe Manu can come in one day and be like, no, Alex is wrong, it's by Bowl. But one of them, either Bowl or Manu, is taking the initiative. I think it's Manu, though. But again, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with Bion at this point here. But yeah. Do you still have your bias? Yeah, it's in my shelf over here. I don't have keycaps on it at the moment. I built it with cap milk yellow, or cap yellows at the time, golden yellows. So, all right. I know it is a shame. I do like Bion's stuff. It is really cool. I like his art style. It's just one of those things, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. Bion tried to do something at the time, which is run a project and also fulfill it. Not everyone is cut out to do every step along the way. We're all good at some stuff and bad at others, and sometimes it really shows for some people, and that's fine. But I think when you recognize that you're not good with those things, you should stop doing those things and ask for help and not let it get to a point where you're fucking people over. So, that's it. All right, let's take a look at the board then. Shall we? Comes in a really cool box. So timeline, pre-orders open, I think in the next few days here, but it says late March 2025. Estimated price is around $450, and then the kit contents will be, I guess, TBA for now. But this is just a look at the board for the time being. Again, I'm going off Bull's website for this. I still find it crazy that Duality has been sitting in Streamline's garage for like 3 months. Dude, I have no idea what's going on with that guy. I read some of the comments and I read some of the other stuff with that, and like I said, at that point there, like I don't know. It's tough. Hi Sean, how you doing, man? So this is the box. It's actually a really nice box. I wonder what's inside though. I actually don't know. So let's open it. Very, very pretty box over here. You know, again, I don't really, personally, I'm not really for boxes. Again, I like, even if I have an abundance of hard shells, I would rather have the hard shell these days anyways. We'll see. What is... Oh, never mind. It's just really heavy. Ooh, my desk pad is sliding everywhere. Cool artwork. Very cool. Oh, okay. It does have a hard shell inside. Okay. All keyboards are literally boxes like trunks. Okay, Gingy, you know what, man? This guy's trying to be smart with me. Typical kind of, you know, this is very... Bion being the designer of this. Very Bion. Do not touch with exposed spinal nerve. Security level aquamorph. Cool. Very, very interesting. Official packaging. I believe this is all official packaging. Dude, my desk pad is sliding all over the place. I gotta retire this eventually. Alright. So again, this will be a few different vendors, priced around $450-ish. Could change. And then hopefully this starts running soon. Okay, this is kind of cool actually. Wait a second. Let me move this. Let me move my Agar out of the way here. Is this like a little... Oh, that's neat. Keycard pass? Alright, that's kind of a cool little touch to this. This is a cool unboxing experience so far. I like that. That's neat. A facility card, yeah. I've been playing some Tarkov, right? So this is reminding me of the key cards in Tarkov. What else do we got in here? Oh wow, these are packaged really nice too. We have a daughter board. So again, STR is going to be the manufacturer here. We have a PCB, solder. Oh, hot swap PCB as well. A carbon fiber plate. Aluminum plate. Oh god, we got literally every plate. PP plate and PC plate. I don't know what we'll build today. We'll see. The security card thing is so cool, but I would also put it in the box and not look at it ever. Yeah, I mean, you can look at these as like useless little additions to it, but I think for a lot of people, expensive keyboards are sometimes like a one and done purchase. So I think if you were going to have a lot of fun and some memorable opening of a product, I'm all for it, man. I think it's really cool. Yeah, the opening experience I think is really important, but it's not the end of the world. Like if you don't have a great opening experience, that's also fine as long as the product is like perfect. Either way, the product should be perfect, actually. Never mind, let's not even say that. I don't even know what color they sent over. Oh, this is the all black. Is it the all black one? Hell yeah. I was kind of hoping they sent this one here over. Cool. So this is very different. Oh wow, this is super neat. This is super, super neat. Okay, you know what? Bag. Ooh. I don't know if the finish is supposed to be like that on the inside. I think it is, because I know with Bion there's a lot of textures and stuff, and this kind of looks like it was intentionally done on the inside. But I'll triple confirm. I'm pretty positive it's supposed to be done like that. This is so sharp looking. Well, I'm gonna use this little box as like a garbage bin for all the plastics. God damn. Like... I don't even know. Is my camera doing this justice right now? Like, I don't even want to put parts inside this. Here's the front lip. There's a bit of RGB on the front. You guys can kind of see on the official web page there too, but kind of extends outwards a little bit, which is kind of neat. Wow, this is gorgeous. And then also STR finishes are absolutely stunning. Side profile, pretty minimal. Maybe this color is not the best to show off some of the side profile. Also, excuse my hands. I am like dying of eczema right now. Here is the back piece. As usual, Bion has some really crazy designs that go into like his keyboards and weights, which are super awesome. And that's one of the reasons why I like his designs, regardless of anything, like just speaking on the design work itself. Really nice. I like the shape of the board as well. This is really pretty. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. Evangelion font going crazy. A little bit. Super pretty though. Look at this. Wow. That is a good looking keyboard so far. A little top engraving over here. The back follows a little bit of the front, which is neat. Oh man. Bion has a maximalist minimalist design aesthetic I love with the boards. Yeah. Dude, this is good looking. Like I gotta admit. Also, let me turn up my light a little bit here. Eczema, I know it's pronounced different. Eczema, whatever, man. Eczema, eczema, whatever. Either way, my hands are still screwed up. Very, very nice. So we have a little bit of a stepped internal design. Again, I'm going to double confirm. I'm pretty positive that's the way these internals are supposed to be for this. Yeah, I'm looking on the official webpage. That's just the internal design. Just triple checking. It's supposed to have that like rugged internal design there. Oh, no, Banshee, I got you. It's just, you know what? I don't know. I pronounce everything wrong. Nice. This is really pretty, guys. Thinner side bezels. I'm liking that. Oof. I found this board so nice, but I'm not really into the big LED. Yeah, I feel like I'd probably not turn that on too, but it doesn't really bother me that it's there. Like, it's kind of a nice touch, because there's one in the back and one in the front, right? You guys will see on the PCB. Otherwise, I really like this design aesthetic. Again, the thinner side bezels are selling me on this already. I like the side profile. The front height's pretty low. Nice board. It is there feet on this? Yeah, there's feet on this already. It is very, very cool. I also do wish, though, hear me out, I do wish some of this kind of like worn metal kind of thing, hear me out, I wish that was on the outside. I kind of wish that we got maybe like a worn kind of like weight. Like that would be kind of neat, actually. I don't know. Very, very non-important, but just my little opinion there, because I kind of like the way this looks. Like, I think it's kind of a neat touch to get this, like, worn-out kind of logo done on the inside. But, whatever. Had some colorways with worn metal on the outside. Oh, did they? I didn't see those. I guess let's do solder today, yeah? Because we're doing Nixies. How does this mount again? Let me see. This is, what, a top mount or something? Let me see. I don't even remember. Mounting is going to be various plate materials sandwiched by LEDs. Okay, so it's going to be like a sandwich. Okay. I don't know what we should use. I don't know what we should use for this. Even I'm confused. I'm thinking maybe we go something plastic here. Maybe we go polycarbonate. CF. I mean, we have literally every plate they send. So we have CF, we have polycarb, PP, and aluminum. But I'm kind of like, maybe we go one of the plastics. But I don't know if we want to put it up for a vote or something. I don't think they have any recommended plates for this. No, I don't think so. No, nothing like that. Remember, this is going to be a sandwich mount. So remember that if we use aluminum or carbon fiber, it might be a bit, I don't want to say on the louder side, but it might be a bit brighter sound signature-wise. So I'm down to go carbon fiber if that's what you guys want. You guys, let's make a vote. Let's do a vote thing. I'll make it right now. It's a bias. Aluminum with cherry is the OG intended. I'm also down for aluminum, by the way. Like, if you guys want to do aluminum, I'm down too. But here, let me just set up a poll. Plate, PP, PC, Alu, or CF. We have time. There's no rush tonight, guys. I'm just chilling tonight with you guys. So that is like my only thing I'm doing. I got a lot of work done today. I've been trying to catch up just with a lot of stuff going on, so I think you can only vote for one plate at a time. You guys can pick. Can we do 2 builds? I don't know if we'll... Okay, I don't know if I have switches prepped for 2 builds tonight, but we can definitely do a second build with this.
Just got to XT32 a few days ago.
Hey,
do you have
nice
recommendations for a portrait lens and landscape lens?
Do you want separate lenses, or do you want like a one lens do it all type thing? What do you think, Crown Clown? What's the goal here? What color is the polypropylene plate? That's a great question. I don't know. Let's see. 4 builds? Oh gosh. No one get mad at me on how I unwrap things. Yeah, it's like a slate. It's not quite a black. It's like a slate color. I mean, it looks like carbon fiber is winning this. So, Byron ran away with the plates. Only Alu was sent to you. Vote Alu. Oh, man. Everything carbon fiber. I'm on a little birthday vacation right now. Oh, hell yeah, Boney. And happy birthday. If that's today, is it? Or is it sometime this week? These are the carbon fiber ones. Looks like CF might win. Oh, wow. I have never seen a CF plate like this. I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. Like, visually, I don't think this is my thing. But it's cool. I know it's not actual carbon fiber. It's still a fiberglass composite type thing, but... interesting. What's the Alu look like? Yeah, now I'm kind of curious what all these things look like. Let's see. What color is the PC? Is not it. PC is like smoked. Smoked black. And then see the aluminum. The lighter colored CF looks cheap. Yeah, I think this is kind of a miss for me. Maybe I'm also maybe being a little bit biased, no pun intended, because I don't think these go well together. But I don't know what this is here. Forged carbon fiber. Aluminum is just plain Jane. It's just black. Yeah, I think so far visually the only miss I'm getting is this. I don't love this. It's too bright, and you know my gripe with this, it's not even this is silver. Like I have no problems with this being silver, but this also has a bit more of a shininess to it, and this is really specific, so bear with me. I don't love keyboards, where you can see the plate and it shines through. I think it looks cheap on boards. I think the keyboard itself ends up kind of looking very, very cheap when it's like really shiny underneath the keycaps. So I'm just not a big fan of that. Did I damage this? No, we're good. I'm not a big fan. Do you guys still want to use this? It's up to you guys. We can do aluminum. We can do anything you guys want. I don't really care. Should we do aluminum then? Second vote? Nah, I'll just do aluminum. I think everyone's happy with aluminum. No? Swap? Alu? I switch to Alu? Yeah, Jen, do you want to do another poll just between Alu and... I guess all of these plates again. PP, PC, Alu, and CF. We'll look at the PCBs. So this is the hot swap PCB. do we got here? Pretty basic looking PCB. We have a fixed spacebar, which makes sense because this is going to be a Win keyless unit. We have split backspace, split right shift, step caps lock options. Okay, so we got some fair options here. We do have some opposite facing switches compared to the rest of the board here. I'm assuming that's to let all these LEDs through. As you guys can see, there is a lot of LEDs on this. Like I mentioned, prior to, I guess, opening this, there was a lot of LEDs in the bottom and the top of the case. So that makes sense why those are there. And there's places where those LEDs can shine through on the board. So, but the hot swap PCB is looking pretty good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this at all. It's a 1.6 millimeter thickness. Looks fine to me. I like it. The purple traces are kind of cool. The mask there for that. That is pretty fun. If you guys are into subtle things like that, I think that's kind of fun. I heard the PP plate makes the build sound high pitch. Is that true? I mean, I don't know for this board. We'll see how this sounds. I'm not even sure. What's winning right now? Aluminum? And then for our solder PCB, this will have ISO support on it, which is cool. Did the other one have ISO? No, it doesn't. So we get ISO, we also get split left. So basically everything plus ISO compatibility for this. I think we just go with solder today. I don't know if you guys want or have a preference, but I'm going to go with soldering today. I feel like I haven't soldered a board. I haven't soldered a whole lot of boards. It's been a lot of hot swap stuff. What's your opinion on the Neo 75 versus the TKD PT1 for 75s? The TKD PT1 was really good. I just thought it had a really, really weak PCB. Like it's a hot swap PCB, I believe, is the standard, and it's incredibly lackluster. But I thought both boards are good, so no matter what you want to go with, I don't think there's a wrong answer. Yeah, the Afro is still flipped for the solder, which again makes sense because of all these LEDs, guys. You can hate that or love that. I don't personally have an objective opinion on that. Like, I don't, for the Afro, I think that's fine. We'll see if it causes any interference. I doubt it, but we'll see. All right, I guess let's get some stabs ready. We'll do the aluminum plate as well. God, I really love the internals of this. This looks so good. STR kills it with these finishes, man. Do you wear a black shirt to foreshadow the color? No, I don't have a lot of shirts, so when I get to the end of my pile, I just have some basics, and this is like on the bottom of my pile. So, it is what it is. Let's use a Type Plus stab today. Just a basic plain shirt today. Yeah. I don't really have a lot. I'm not really into clothing, though. Like, I don't have a lot of clothing, you know? Clothing is just not me. I don't got a lot of that. Nice, Type Plus stabs? Yeah, I like them too. All right, let's get this lube out, my 205, and my brush. Yeah, I don't have a lot of, like, I think at one point, to be honest with you guys, I did have some interest in dressing nice. Also, Crowned, can you repeat anything about the lens again to me? I'm sorry, I missed that from earlier. But yeah, I don't really have any, like, want or care for fashion stuff these days. Like, I have a basic sense of what I enjoy wearing, but I won't go out and go crazy with spending money on clothes. The one or two few nice things that I have, I've had forever. The scroll lock indicator position. I'm surprised they just didn't go with the same orientation for the switches the whole way through, which is interesting, but I'm sure there's a reason. I got some Type Plus stabs coming, probably gonna order some mode stabs as well, just so I have stock. Dude, it is, for me, like, if you collect boards, it's good to order up a few of these. You never have to worry about them again, you save on some shipping. Oh god. Keep Science, you might win this one. I feel like I'm gonna be chatty today. But yeah, today was a bunch of errands. By the way, guys, I might not be around much tomorrow in terms of like being on Discord and on online answering emails. I have some family stuff I need to attend to tomorrow. So it may be like a bare minimum day from me. And I'm sorry in advance. I just need to take care of a few things. I have been trying to find night stabs, but sold out everywhere in Europe. I think check mechanicalkeyboards.com, but I don't know if you want to order from them. Like, I don't know if you want to order, like, and have to pay import stuff. I thought they had some last I checked. I think they had some. Actually, what are we doing? I guess we're doing 5 stabs today, right? Yeah. What do you guys think about split right shift on a TKL? What's everyone's feelings on that? I'm kind of against it. I don't think it looks very pretty. Illegal? God damn. Do you have an affiliate on NK? No. You know, it's so funny you mentioned that. I was literally thinking about that today, Nixie. So originally, when I got brought on to work with Novel Keys, I thought it would be a conflict of interest. But apparently a lot of people still click links from me. I still think it's a conflict of interest, but a few people have told me that I should just get one anyways, because I end up disclosing that I work for them anyways. I still think I shouldn't, but right now I don't. But I guess I'm conflicted by that now, but I don't have an affiliate code with them because I work for them. Using 60% made me use the HHKB arrow keys, even on TKLs. Really? Damn. I mean, you know what? I get that because it's a habit now you've built. So, stepped caps lock is weird as fuck. Really? You think it's weird? If anything, it could be treated as like a commission rather than affiliate link since you work for them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, people already know, and like they would know that I would have. You know, I try to be unbiased, but you know, there's definitely going to be something there with Novel Keys. I just like everyone who works there so much. So, step caps felt weird until I started using it. I like step caps. I think it looks good. I think it looks nice. What happened, Mr. Pooter? Tell me. We were talking about it at the beginning of stream. Is it because you had a bad experience with Bion? Let me know. What's going on, Pooter? How are you going to kill the sound profile of a key just because you want a skill issue? Excellent press full capsule. Wait, you don't think it sounds good? Oh my gosh. Wait, that's a hot take. What's the stat brand? Today we're using Type Plus. So this is a little bit of a different kind of stab compared to the rest. The wires are not interchangeable because it kind of has a unique kind of internal system here, which minimize contact of the wire to the plastic housing. So stepped spacebar, okay, Gingy, that's borderline bannable. Okay, that is a bannable offense. I'm pretty positive. How do you typically lube your Nixies? I mean, with this batch today, I did a very light coat of GS2. I've been really enjoying GS2 lube, like a lot. And yeah, that's really it. Like, I don't have any specific way. I lube it the same way I lube everything. So, Mr. Pooter, we talked about that actually, because, oops, again, just to quickly go over it, I wasn't going to review this, but the only reason I reviewed it was because, or I'm going to be taking a look at it today and kind of showing it off, whatever you want to call it, showcasing review, was because Manu and Bowl said the profits for this board are going to fixing, I don't know, maybe fixing is not the right word, but funding is a better word, replacements and boards for people who never got them in the past from Bion. I'm going to get more details from Manu about that when he's back, and I'm probably going to post a little thing on the YouTube video for it. But for me, I like that. I think that's good. Plus, Bion's apparently making no money off of this too, because profits are going towards fixing people's problems. So maybe you're included in that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how far that reach extends, Mr. Pooter. I'm not too sure. More step caps, think. Wait, what happened, Gingy? I bought the Garen last run and was very wary of it because of the bias R2. The Garen was run, it had vendors. So I don't think the Garen had problems as far as I remember. I believe that had a few decent vendors and I think all those got delivered. Or did it get delivered yet? I'm not even too sure. Yeah, that was vendored, so that wasn't buy on itself. That actually was the only buy-on project I covered in the last little while, and then I've declined a few other ones since. Dude, it boggles my mind that some people are actually mad the Cloud9 is sold out after a YouTube video. Oh my god, dude. I didn't really want to talk about that today because, like, I feel like it's just me complaining and I hate doing that to you guys, but dude, so many people are sending me angry messages because I was late posting the Cloud9 video because I had some family stuff I needed to attend to, and just like I had stuff on my mind over the weekend that I couldn't post it immediately. Plus, it was just a board I was building for JJW. It wasn't like a sponsored segment or anything. But as far as I know, there's going to be extras and stuff. So, but yeah, there's been some like pretty angry people about that. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, if you really did want the board, you probably would have been keeping an eye on it outside of that. So, whatever. I don't know. Real drama about Cloud9 drop was the spinning Shopify circle of death. I mean, that's just Shopify, though, unfortunately. Oh, shoot. You know what? I should put these housings in. Let's do that first before I go too far and mess up which one's which. Yeah, well, I mean, I posted it like a full 24 hours after it sold out, and I even told JJW, do you even want me to post it? And he's like, yeah, go for it, we're gonna have extras. I'm like, okay. So people being angry over dumb stuff in the hobby feels way too common these days. Yeah. Also, the usual crowd came out when there's any expensive board that sells out quickly, it seems, and people tend to like. You get the usual crowd of people just automatically jumping to hate everything about that project. So that was also, I mean, doesn't really affect me, but like it was interesting to read some of the comments for that one there. It was there for like 20 minutes. I actually had time to critically think and decide and pass on it. Oh, the Cloud9? Yeah. I missed the launch of it just because, again, was dealing with some stuff. And, gosh. All I gotta say is, gosh, dude. Did you see the Stonewash Silver Matrix My 2K? No! Can I see? Do you have a link? That sounds like it'd be really nice. The one didn't I take a look at one of those and I got an all black version? Pretty positive. Yeah, I know DNA, but you know, still a thing. Still a thing I had to read, unfortunately. The only time I would be angry at Alex is if the Mantis sells up before I can get one. I don't think we'll have to worry. I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Who said these people in the comments? Wait, who are these people that comment on YouTube videos? I've never met someone IRL that comments on YouTube videos. Are they real people? I don't know anymore, man. It's crazy talk. Let me take a look. 1 second, KB. Put this guy in. Okay. I built my solid blue green patina redo with some X-ray caps, and I think Zeus. Wait, what happens? I think Zeus would steal it if he saw it. You have pictures?
Hey Alex, I'm a bit hyped for this one. Big Evangelion shill, love me some psychological trauma keyboard. Also this sounds worse than $200 Neo boards. Dead spacebar, flat alphas, straight up pinging with 50 AO ring, and a loo frame. Pretty weight, which you don't even see, BTW, so it's a waste, and lower schmoke are not enough to justify the price. The thing has to actually perform good and this doesn't.
Dude, Annie, did you see my response to that comment though? Because that last sentence kind of bothered me a little bit. That last sentence, this thing has to perform good. Bro, what's performance? Sound is not performance. Like, I was like, there's no performance metrics on this board, bro. Like, it's... Oh, dude, that bothered me to like my core reading that last sentence. Everything else I was laughing, but performance? Like, what the hell is performance in a fucking keyboard like this, man? Oh my god, dude. Keyboard newbie here, just wondering, do I only need the 205 lube for Type Plus stabs? Yes, I only ever use 205. And then where can you get them in Canada? That I don't know. I don't know who's selling Type Plus in Canada yet. I just get mine directly from Type Plus, luckily. Novel Keys has them too, but I don't know which Canadian vendor has them. I'll double check that later for you. So if thinks it has to perform like a freaking 4090 or something, if Adele sings bad, her sound is not performance. Okay, someone already mentioned that to me, and I've already corrected them on that too. Adele has a way she sings. So if Adele sings on an album or in a past performance to a certain spec, to a certain level, that is now the performance metric. But on a keyboard we've never built before, that doesn't exist. You know what? Does that make sense to you guys? I don't know. Am I wrong on that? Like, if you knew I sang really badly, like that is my performance. I can never, and the performance is so much more than sometimes just singing too, right? So, I mean, there's still an expectation for it to sound good. I thought it sounded good. I liked the way the Cloudline sounded. But, again, preference comes into this play. Just like we all prefer different types of music, you know? We all prefer different types of music and different sounds and different sound signatures. Again, I don't really care about the way EC sounds. Like, this keyboard, to me, like, I like the way it types. I like the way it sounds. But some people go crazy for the way it sounds. And I think singing is truthfully a lot different than the sounds of a keyboard as well. I just got my first mechanical keyboard a few days ago, and I changed my keycaps. How do I stop the spacebar from getting stuck? Did you happen to pop out a stabilizer or something? Do you think Adele uses Crytox? Maybe. Singing is also preferential. There's a lot of singers that have bad voices, good performances. Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen, my opinion on sound in objects like this is there's so much more to than sometimes the sound of a board. Like, for example, this board, again, I'm going to use the Agar. I don't care for the way this sounds in the EC. I like the way it feels a lot, man. What's the most Adele sounding switch? I don't really listen to a lot of Adele, so I have actually no idea. I can't make a joke. I only know Rolling in the Deep or whatever, but I don't even know, man. People are crazy. Laugh my ass off. Just don't buy the keyboard. Yeah. People like to conversate over things. I don't fault people for doing so. I mean, I've done that in the past where I kind of like, you tend to go on about things you hate more than the things you love because it's fun to make those conversations with people. But I try personally not to get wrapped in those things. Like, I don't want to give something I dislike the attention, you know? Can we use Shinseki on this? Do you think it would look good with the all-black frame? It might look a little too contrasty. I think a different color would have suited that keycap set a little bit more. Don't you agree? Or maybe not. By the way, do you plan on trying Night V3 stabs to update your stab article? Okay, I'm pretty positive at this point here. I've tried a bunch of the Night V3 stabs. Can someone remind me again, what does the Night V3 box look like? Is there a certain artwork on that? Because I actually just built like 3 keyboards the other day off stream for someone that all had the newer Night stabs. I'm pretty positive. I don't think, if those were the new Night stabs, I don't think there's any difference. If they have changed some stuff in them, it's the same box, but the lance on the artwork is a different color. A brighter colored. Okay, then I think I did use those. I don't have them with me because I already shipped them out. But I used like 3, and I'm pretty sure we've used some other ones for other people, and I'm pretty positive they feel exactly the fucking same. I've modded them all the same, so I haven't used them stock. I don't think I've ever used any stab stock. I will amend the article, but just for you guys, I really think you're safe buying V3 or V2. I don't think there's any difference. Like, truth be told, I did not notice a single difference. They're both excellent. That's it. That is my definitive opinion on the V3 versions. So, not really anything that I can tell. In fact, I mean, the fact that I'm even getting confused is probably a good thing. So, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth, I guess. It's my own opinion on that. I tried both. I can't tell. So nice.
We love Ninth stabs.
Thank you, Zero. Appreciate the 6 months. Yeah, they're really good. I really like them too. TLDR, Alex prefers cherry clip-ins. I still think cherry clip-ins are very good. They're very good for the price point. You think they have insane wobbles, Osco? Oh, I haven't noticed anything like that. To me, they have a pretty normal amount of wobble compared to other stabs. The only stabs that don't have a lot of wobble are the TX stabs and Stabies, and I think both of those are problematic for that reason alone. The tolerances are too tight. The key wobbles up and downwards. One you only build? Honestly, that's kind of like Fried's builds. I don't know if Fried's here right now. Matt.
Alexotos.
Damn, Alexotos. That was pretty smart, actually. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it, man. How's your day going? All legs, dude. You should start this can be my new nickname. Thanks for raiding Lanes the other night. I actually won one of his giveaways. Oh, hell yeah, man. Excited to get the Frog Mini I sent you coming Friday. Wait, what happened? The Frog Mini I sent you coming Friday? Also got your Switches coming tomorrow? Oh, I thought you sent me a Frog Mini and I was sending it back to you. No, you meant the one that you showed me. Yeah. Dude, I'm excited for you to get that too. Do you know what you're building with it, Annie? Is it my Switches you're using for that? Also, how's everyone just in general? Is everyone okay? We're doing some boring stuff of just putting stabs in, but has everyone been alright? Everyone been healthy? Everyone remember to hydrate today? Actually, I don't have any water right now. I should go get some. I forgot to grab some water before stream. I'm hoping everyone's alright. Life's been adventure lately, and I hope everyone's been good. Don't forget to ship me the thing you said you're going to ship me sometime. Because then you're going to have to refresh my memory. Where the fuck is my screwdriver kit? Oh, there it is. Underneath this. I'm thinking about eating a whole Costco pizza. Bro, can you like split that? I'll take some. That sounds really good, actually. Rare hail and tornado warning here in Seattle. Oh. Yeah, hopefully you guys stay safe, man. You said it's likely just going to be some thunder? I've been eyeing the Agar with the EC kit. I hate to break it to you, Zach, because I didn't know it was sold out until yesterday either. It's sold out. I don't know if they're restocking those at all anytime soon, but you're really going to have to keep your eyes out for when they do. I guess that was the first kit to sell out for the Agar, which is kind of a shame. But definitely keep your eyes out, or eyes open for that. Costco pizza has too much oil? I think that's why I like it. I haven't had a Costco pizza in ages, though. I kind of vibe with it. Costco pizza, my beloved. Thanks for sending me that keyboard from the holiday giveaway last year. Anytime, man. We have more giveaways we'll do, because we have another giveaway in 10 subs, well, 11 subs, and then we have other keyboards that we'll give away and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff. There is a crowd for the EC version of the Agar, and they don't miss the train. I'm just surprised they're not making as many of the EC versions. I don't know why they sold out when it's like a pre-order. I don't know if it's a group buy or a pre-order for the Agar, but I would assume they can just, pledge to make some more, but is what it is. Also, I see a boo-boo I made. Let's fix that right now. My life's mission is to bring back yogurt parfaits from McDonald's. I don't think I've ever had one from McDonald's, Ray. When was the last time they sold those or made those? Claim thanks, Alex. Damn. My favorite part of Costco pizza is that you can save the oil to use as lube for your switches. Sponge, do you have a photo of your, like a sound test of your switches in a keyboard? I'm just curious at this point. Just a little bit curious. That's bannable? God damn. Alex, your videos and content have killed my wallet with the Wuche Vini Alice and the Agar. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad you guys have been liking it, though. I've been, been trying to be consistent as possible, releasing things and videos and just keeping the videos going. I'm sorry about your wallet, though. Still better than a stock MX2A lube? Damn. Honestly? True. I was really tempted to give this Detroit pizza another... I think it's Detroit style pizza or something like that near me. Another go. Well, not really near me, but another go. But dude, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I look at Detroit or Chicago, whatever they are, I don't even know. It just looks like too much to me. I've had it a few times. I've had both Detroit and Chicago, and I don't think either or is my vibe. But I was tempted like last week, and I was like, maybe I should just pick one up and just, that's my snack. That's my thing. Not snack. That's like my cheat meal or whatever you want to call it for the next little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Could not bring myself to do it at all. Okay. Small note I'm going to make here. The washer doesn't sit 100% flush because the LEDs. So maybe just be careful as you screw it in because it should just shift and adjust. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think maybe here's my first piece of objective
Daniel
criticism here.
Sodastrom gifted a tier 1 sub
Thank
to
you,
Waverit.
Daniel. Appreciate it, man. I don't like the positioning of these screw holes near the LEDs. I think that's a little bit of a tight area and a dangerous area to put something in. Ultimately, probably won't make a big of a difference here, and maybe I'm just kind of being nervous, but I feel like it's very, very close to that. So just be careful. Detroit good as long as it's a little crispy. Chicago's too much bread. Yeah. And I feel like if I'm going to do a pizza, I kind of like having a little bit of like a lighter bread to my pizza. And it's still it being crispy, but just not too much bread. Too much bread just makes me feel kind of meh. True Chicago pizza is more of like a pastry / pie. Yeah, see, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe that's why I just don't like Chicago style at all or anything like that. Deep dish is overrated. It's not, to me that's not a hot take. I also kind of think it's like not really my thing. But I always feel like I need to give it another chance. Every time I have it, I'm like, this wasn't good. And then a month or two goes by and I'm like, should I? But I feel like it's like once a year I give it a chance and I'm always kind of just not feeling it. Confused. Thank you so much for 27 months. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm not really a thin crust guy, but I like when the crust is like airy and has a bit of a bite. But it has to have a bit of a crunch too. Deep dish, the casserole of pizzas. Interesting way to put it. I'm from South originally, so I can definitely go for a tomato pie. Yeah, it's also regional, I guess, where you grew up and how you like your pizzas. Yeah, a New York style slice is my thing as well. Thoughts on carbonara? I think people need to hop off Alfredos and get on the carbonara hype. I have never been into like an Alfredo sauce anything. Like, it's all right. I definitely would go for a carbonara before I get anything Alfredo sauce. It's also like white sauce pizza. I also am just, I don't like it, like, at all. Like, I prefer red sauce. And I think you can get, there's like really good red sauces you can get where I think they even do a little bit more of like a sharper taste or whatever you want to call it. I also love that too, but I'm just not a big fan of white sauce or anything like that, man, or Alfredo or anything like that. It's just not my thing. It's like salad dressing pizza when I see white sauce. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not into white sauce for pizzas. This is not it for me. Okay, we're doing aluminum, by the way. We're gonna stick with alu. Beauty. Yeah, margherita pizza's good. The stone oven type pizzas and whatnot. Sriracha on pineapple pizza. I mean, maybe that's my hot take of the day. I think pineapple pizza gets way too much hate.
In 4 months you're keeping the baby.
Huh? Alright, deal's in. It's not good. I don't think it's terrible. I am not even into it, and I can say, like, without a shadow of a doubt that I think it's overplayed how bad it is. Like, and I'm still a picky eater. I just think it's overplayed how bad it is. I remember the first time I tried it after being reluctant to try it because everyone told me it's like the worst thing ever. I tried it and I thought, what the fuck is everyone talking about? There are worse foods. It was actually pretty good, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. Like, it's not my favorite slice of pizza, but I think it's overblown how bad it is, dude. And you know what's crazy? Hear me out. The baby TTS broke Alex's brain for a second. The baby TTS? I know, for real. Fucking Zan, dude. I personally think I don't know the percentage, but I think I'll make something up to be dramatic. I think 50% of people who say they haven't had, or like they don't like pineapple pizza, have never even fucking had it. I'll say it. Maybe even more than 50%. I'm just positive they haven't tried it and they're just saying what everyone else has said. You know? Because that was me. I was like, oh, I would never. I don't like it. Never tried it. Fat L there, Alex. You know what? I don't like it, but who cares if someone does? Ooh, I bent a pin. As an Italian, I tried it just to be sure, and my suspicions were confirmed. Absolute abomination. Damn, dude. This guy really dropped the abomination on it. Okay, fixed that pin. Pineapple pizza is meh. Shouldn't be hated, but it's just not for me. Just, oh, dude, pepperoni. That's my favorite type of slice, though. Honestly, though, if you can do a really good cheese pizza, and I know you guys are going to make fun of me for this, a solid cheese pizza slaps. Sometimes not even putting the pepperoni on it, and I love pepperoni. But just getting a solid, like, well-cooked, 4-cheese pizza, whatever you want to do, is just good, dude. And it tastes nice, satisfies. Just a nice classic slice with a can of Coca-Cola. And then boom, you're good to go, dude. You're rocking. I love cheese, yeah. I do like cheese a lot. Classic Alex flavor take. Classic, dude. What about 5 cheeses? What would they do for a 5 cheese? Ordered an Osame stand and a nice little wood artisan display with it. Hell yeah, I like the Osame stand. A little pricey, but I think it's well worth it. With a beige palette. Listen here. I've been really expanding my palette since I started ever talking to you guys, okay? Oh man, is that the fish thing, Matt? I don't know if I'd try that. That didn't look too appetizing to me. Plain cheese pizza, GMK Wob, both perfect. Absolutely, dude. A little pricey, but compared to most acrylic stands, yeah. Although, I will admit, the one that I got, I feel like it's a little wobbly. Like, it wasn't perfect. I didn't really complain about it, just because, like, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, mine wasn't 100% perfect, the stand that I got. I don't mind paying for the design. Oh yeah, I also don't mind paying for. That's why I was just still like happy with it because it does look really good. But I was a little bummed that it kind of wibble wobbles. He adds pepper now. Okay, guys, you know what? I like spices. All right. One day you guys will see. Couldn't take the merciless bullying about plain taste buds. It got to me one day, bro. It got to me. What am I supposed to say? It got to me, dude. Yeah, we're doing Nixies on this today. I think the Nixies look good in this board. Don't you guys think? I think it'll look sweet in this board. Oh, by the way, I think I will be painting this wall, by the way. I don't know if you guys even care, but I think it's gonna go from white to, I want to do, let me show you guys the color. I was thinking this right here. This particular color, Tate Olive. I think that'll look really nice on the wall. Like, imagine it being green. And then I change the lights to make it a little bit more illuminated, and I think it would look like really, really good. Oh, not that you guys can even see, but really good. Yeah, I think it'll give some like life to the setup as well. I took everything off the wall for now, so it looks really clean. I really like it with nothing on it. To match the green sonnet, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think it'll look good. I think it'll be really cool. It'll look like you live in a military context. No. Oof. I think it'll make the room look, in a way, and it sounds a little stupid, but I think it'll make the room look bigger too. This is technically a sandwich mount. Compliment? Who are we giving a compliment to? Do you want art for yourself? And I ask these days. Sometimes people make me give it to others. I want this board. It does look really nice. It's very pretty. Paint 2 additional swatches of light variations and do big areas before choosing which one. I already picked which one. I already did it. We're doing Tate. Like, the paint has been purchased. The Tate Olive is definitely more my thing. I was thinking doing a little bit of a lighter green, but I also think that just would not be my goal. But I think the darker color would make the room just feel cooler. Give it to Adam, even though he's gone. Even though Adam is here, he never actually leaves my heart. All right, we love Adam. Adam's a great guy. He is he's one of the OG trolls. And for that reason, he'll never be forgotten. Even though he's moved on to playing Pokemon. No, not Adam Sandler. I like the darker green and grays, but I feel like it's very straight male coated. Really? I actually have been seeing, hear me out, I've been seeing like a lot of interior design TikToks and Instagram reels, and like everyone's been using greens for everything. I don't think it's like male coded at all. I think what I personally feel is a bit like male coded is when I see setups that use a lot of like warm woods and dark grays. I think that's, to me, that feels a little bit more. Yeah, I would say the green definitely feels a bit more unisex. I'm kind of with Jake on that. Need to really seat these switches a little bit better here. They're not seating the way I want them to. Hey Alex, have you ever contemplated to feature budget keys and how you would mod them after reviewing millions and millions of keyboards? So I've actually done that to 1 or 2 keyboards. Like the Bridge 75 was one of them that I took a look at and decided to look into a bit more. But I've definitely looked into to things like that. Hold on, give me one moment and I'll answer some more stuff here. Like there's a few switches the pins got bent and it's not allowing proper contact between things. But the answer is yeah, I love doing things like that. I do really do like love doing things like that. So yeah, the ND75 is another one that I did. There's definitely boards that, you know, I'm going to be looking at more in the future. Like I have the Lucky here. I just haven't opened it up and modded it yet. There's a few other ones that I have to do as well. This PCB is being a little weird. I don't know if it was bent a little bit. Maybe that's why it's not 100% seating as much as I'd like it to. But again, the reason why I'm focusing on this right now is if your switches are not seated well on your PCB, they kind of sound funky. So always make sure you get everything as well seated as possible. Better, much better. Would you consider Lumen Key to be part of that group? To a certain degree, I'd say so. Maybe not some of their old stuff, but definitely what they've made now. How are you liking the EC Agar? I mean, I've been loving it, but I don't really have a whole lot of Toper stuff to compare it to. Because that's never really been like a type of board I've been really into. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate the 22 months. How you doing today, bro? How are you? Looks like that kind of PCB that won't fit Milmax sockets. I don't want to jump to conclusions for that, but it is a little bit tighter, it seems. I know cherry switches can be a little tough to pop in sometimes, though. Alex, serious question. Somebody mentioned, do you rather a comment you meant? Someone mentioned a stream. Somebody on stream mentioned the Diversity TKL. There's a Nixie colorway. You should ask the designer if you can review it. Oh man, who's the designer for that? Who's running that project? Who is running that? Alright, much better. What Keeb your own that have Nixies and stayed without being harvested? Oh, like what I mean, I have a few boards with Nixies. I don't really harvest a lot of my keyboards, though. The only thing I harvest off my keyboards are the keycaps. If I build a keyboard, it's usually staying with it. It's very rare that I'll harvest a keyboard for switches. His debut. Oh, okay. I mean, I can maybe reach out to them. That'd be funny. Nixie's on a Nixie colored board. Get Alex signed up. Makes sense. One sec, guys. I'm gonna get some water. Give me one moment. Bye, Verm. Take care, man. Remember when Alex built the Nixie Sonnet? Did I do that on purpose, or is that by accident? I don't even remember, man. Drink half the water coming down the stairs. God damn it, dude. Give me one moment. Subtle JJW shillage. You can't fool me, Alex. God damn it, dude. I thought I can get it past you. Even now, Alex looking like a Nixie. Black t-shirt and white AirPods. bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. That's reaching. I don't even know what to say, man. I honestly, like, I'm speechless after that one. Literally speechless. Bro built like a Nixie. But does Alex have that classic cherry scratch? I don't even know anymore, man. I take it as a compliment. You know what? You're right. I'm looking at this wrong. That is the highest form of flattery. Beard scratch? True. Alex the Canadian Nixie. True. Why need a vendor for them when I'm right here? Alright, getting very, very close. Almost done here, guys. And then we can solder some stuff in. Now I want me some Nixies for my next build. What's your next build? You gotta let us know. Do you know if the Manta is going to have a Canadian vendor? So currently I'm looking into possibly stepping in and doing it myself. But I'm not going to make you guys any promises right now, only because I'm trying to figure out if I can. If not, I have some vendors in mind. But if I'm able to do it myself, I'll do it myself. Just throw some Nixies on a mode 65. Oh, you just did that? Nice. Did you end up liking it? How'd you mod it? I personally like Ergon Office. I don't know if they'll ship it. That's the one I'm using now. It's been fantastic so far. It was pretty easy to build. I'd probably recommend getting the casters for this to make it roll. I went without it and I kind of regret not getting them. That is my only regret with this, but I don't know. I think it's nice. I don't know if it'll ship to Hawaii though. I feel like Hawaii might be a difficult ship just because it's not exactly cheap, I assume. And they're big units. What would prevent me from doing it? Space. Space, and then also I don't know, because I don't want to sign up for Shopify and pay Shopify bills for one run of things. And I don't know if the place that I use now, being Fourth Wall, would be able to handle that, like a keyboard drop. And then I also would have to wait until Fourth Wall pays out to have the funds from you guys, if that makes sense. So let's just say there's like $15,000 worth of keyboards it sells. Fourth Wall isn't like, I don't get it instantly. Sometimes I have to wait a month or two. So that could also cause me a delay. I'm going through literally all the scenarios with that, and it's just like, it'd be a little bit weird. So there's some potential hiccups. But ultimately, it might even be better just to get a vendor. Okay, I'm just going to press down on some of these, make sure they're all seated nicely, guys, so just bear with me. Use the Tim technique with the feet. Bro, you know what's crazy is I know exactly what you're talking about too. I actually know exactly the day that Tim did that. It's actually wild. Could you contract with a store? Honestly, I'd just rather would get a vendor that I trust to do it at that point. I feel like if I realize that, okay, there's problems and I can't do it, it would just make more sense to have a vendor do it that's already well equipped, known in the keyboard space, rather than me trying to figure out like a warehouse situation, all that for one run of things. All right, I think we're good here to start soldering. Let me just make sure everything looks a-okay. Yes, this is 7U only because it's win-keyless. 5 gifted... No, we're not reenacting anything from Tim, dude. Tim got canceled a long time ago and he can't stream anymore, okay? Alquan, thank you so much for the gifted
tier 1 sub to Zina Lamsha. They have given 233 gift subs in the channel.
That's very kind. Let's put this back in the bag too. No, guys, we're not reenacting anything Tim's ever done. Nothing. Yeah, that's a switch pusher tool. I got that one there from OmniType. It's pretty nice, actually. Let's also warm up our soldering iron. Hydrate, give me one moment. And I shall hydrate because I'm feeling a little parched right now for sure. Cool. Let's move our little badge over there too. Hydrate with pizza sauce? Honestly, if I had some, sure. Why not? That actually sounds sick. Let me get the... There it is. Our solder. I know, we're going to do some intense soldering right now. Real intense. That was another YouTube comment someone left me, by the way. They said they couldn't stand the sound of the fan. I said, okay. So skip ahead. I'm just soldering. I can't stop thinking about lubing switches with pizza grease. Someone's done it in the hobby, though, for real, for real. It was Clavier. Clavier done it for real, for real. I feel like this one switch is not exactly where I want it to be, but it's okay. The fan is distracting. My bad, guys. Surprise, Hippo hasn't done it. For which one? Alright, getting these little switches soldered in here. The PCB definitely felt a little bit tighter with the Nixies here. I'm curious if that'll also be the case with the hot swap unit. Oh, there's a pin that is not seated nicely there. So let's fix that. We're racing keep science? No racing, no racing. So I'm gonna feel like I'm. Can you turn the found ladder? There's a dude talking, I can't hear it. Damn, my bad. Sorry, Jen. It's on me. Have the fan the whole on the whole stream. Honestly, next time I should. I agree, Jen. Damn. God damn, dude. Okay, I have a serious question regarding pizza, since we talked about it earlier, and I need sort of a debate settled. If you guys are ordering pizza, are you guys also ordering garlic knots? Real question right now. My answer is absolutely. Non-negotiable. Too much bread. Too much bread seems to be the consensus from a lot of people that I know. But I'm going absolutely. Cheesy garlic bread? Yeah. Isn't the whole point of ordering pizza to get the knots? Dude, the knots are sick, right? Honestly, the knots here, in some places, they kind of give you like a very, very big portion for like $4 or $5 to go along with the pizza. And I think it's pretty worth it. You order the pizza as sides. True! I feel like it's too much bread. I mean, I get that. I get that argument. I've also had a few people tell me they're disgusting, and I said, why am I even friends with you? Why do I even bother talking to you? Bread with a side of bread? I've heard that as well. Bread with a side of bread. I disagree. I disagree. Just a little. How do you think about the Encore Series 3? So I saw it announced, but I didn't look at... If there was photos or anything, I didn't actually look. But the Encore is already amazing, so... Any refinements or changes, I'm sure, are for the better. Go thin crust pizza, thick cheesy garlic bread, best of both worlds? Bro, I'm going both. Hear me out, though. Here's what I do. Here's my game plan when I'm ordering garlic knots. I'll have one or two to go along with my pizza, right? But the real play that I do is, because I'm the only person who eats those, I save them for the next day. And then whenever I make myself for lunch, I'll put like 1 or 2 garlic knots in an air fryer, reheat them with the air fryer, and suddenly I have a nice little side to go with tomorrow's lunch. It's the ultimate play for me. And then I have just like these cool little nice treats I can quickly pop in the air fryer for 2 minutes. Real nice. Hear me out. Pizza dough topped with garlic butter, parsley, and cheese, otherwise known as Atlantic Canada as garlic fingers. Garlic fingers. Have I tried those? It sounds really familiar, actually. I'm not sure now. My big back growling right now. Is the pizza talk? Thankfully, I'm not hungry at the moment, so none of this is affecting me. I am, like, satisfied. That was my name in college, Garlic Fingers. Is it because you had garlic on your fingers? Or some other reason that I'm not sure of. When I really want some good pizza, I go out back, start a fire in my pizza oven. Once it's hot, pizzas are cooked in 60 to 90 seconds. Damn, Ivo just flexed on me so fucking hard, dude. Ivo really said, get better with your pizza game to me. That's fucking crazy, dude. He really just flexed on me so hard. He's like, where is your fucking pizza oven, you pleb? That's crazy. I wish I had one of those, Ivo, to be honest with you. Like, how nice is that? How nice is that? Nutella pizza? I like it. Dessert pizza? I think it's fantastic. Yeah, Ivo, believe it or not, I was just joking, but I actually did look at some prices for some of them, and some of them are, like, not expensive at all. Some of the nice ones are crazy, though. Like, I was looking at some of the really big units. Not in this lifetime, but maybe in another lifetime I can maybe get one of those, you know? Dude, we gotta get Manny to bring us back pizza when he gets back from Italy. Italian pizza is very different, though. I really like Italian-style pizza. But I agree. I haven't had like a good Italian-style pizza in a while. I think we need to buy Alex food every stream. I just like talking about food. Food is like... I don't think I'm a foodie per se, but I love eating. As we all do, I'm sure. I'm sure we're all in the same boat there. I can build a stone oven in anyone's backyard near Montreal, just let me know. Damn, Flick. Flick on point with us right now. He's like, I got you guys. Pizza ovens for all. Bro, Why is it I have to look up and I just see in it and I see the word bent in his fucking comment? Like, and I already know what it's gonna be. Sell your bent desk to someone in the Discord as a collector's item, so it's expensive. Then you'll have money for a pizza oven. Bro, in it. Let me write this down on my whiteboard, in it. 1 second, man. I decided to save the next part of the joke, and I did it, so yeah, write it down. No, I didn't get it, Elquan. The point was I wasn't going to write it down because I don't have it. I find it ironic that Alex gets rid of his bowl-shaped desk and then works for a guy named Bowl. It wasn't a bowl-shaped desk, alright? I couldn't eat off of it. Alex looking... Oh my god. Listed. You know, I don't even want to read that, Zany. God damn it, bro. How did the stream devolve into this today? It's because we're looping. We're soldering. It takes too long and everyone's getting bored. My bad. I'll focus up. We have reached critical fuck you mass. Write it down, write down. Isn't that a direction all the marbles were drifting? I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna solder this and call it a day. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed after this. Is Bull here? Hi, Bull. Bull, when's the official launch date for this board, by the way? Because it only says late March on your website. Are you bringing snacks back from your trip? Oh, Bull. Maybe Bull. April 5th. There you guys go. That's the official day. Actually, Bull and Manu sent over some keycaps. I don't know if we'll use it today, because I kind of want to try the board with GMK. But I want to show them to you guys. They're, the set's called Midas. It's a double shot PBT. You can take a look at it. Again, I don't know if I want to use it today. It'll look really good on this board, I bet, but like I said, I kind of want to stick with ABS to what I'm familiar with for today. Yeah, Midas is looking really nice. It does look really good. Oh, dude, I must have Sean at this point here. I don't even know. I used to count how many keyboard commissions I had, then one day I just stopped. It's like I lost interest in counting. I mean, like, even today I built another... So yesterday I built a soldered a PCB for someone off stream, and even this morning I had to solder a bunch of switches off stream for someone because they sent me a broken keyboard to repair. Gotta use Midas? I mean, if you guys want me to use it, I'm fine using it. Alex gonna pull out the ABS to stick to that ass, dude. The ABS here is kind of a standard at this point here, you know. When I was a chef, we would trade how many pounds of salmon I cooked. I got a pin when I crossed over 1 million pounds. So how did you keep track of that accurately? Like, what was your go-to method of keeping track of salmon cooking? I'm very, very curious. Where's Dulce thing again? No, please don't do that again. I felt real bad afterwards. Ow, burned myself. Inventory? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Honestly, it does make a lot more sense than I thought it was. I thought maybe we were gonna... You had some elaborate chart you were doing, like, salmon tracking on. But just looking at inventory logs makes a lot of shift. Took 9 years? Okay, that's a lot longer than I thought it was. For some reason, I was thinking maybe this is like a year or two endeavor. And that was for £1 million, right? Still impressive. Are you guys like, you guys here all like into seafood and salmon and stuff like that? I feel like seafood's kind of an acquired thing. A lot of people I know aren't into seafood. No, I see food, I eat it. This guy. This freaking guy, dude. Okay, let me go wash my hands. Seafood, no. Salmon, yes. Actually, that's another very common thing I see is people don't like seafood, but they really like salmon, which is really interesting to see as well. All right, let me go wash my hands really quick. An Alex cooking stream. When we moved, if we had moved into a bigger place, then I would have said absolutely. But our kitchen size is basically the same. So just realistically, there's no room to even set up I mean, maybe set up a camera now, but like, there's just not a lot of room. Like, it'd be a really chaotic kitchen at that point there. So, I'm allergic to seafood. I mean, actually, yeah, there's a lot of seafood allergies too, come to think about it. Shellfish. Alright. So, do you guys want me to use the Cat Midas set? Here, I'll go grab it. Or should we use just a GMK set? I'm still going to show you guys the Cat Midas set. Wherever I decided to put that, I don't remember. I probably put it over here. GMK. Where did I stick the Cat Midas? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Cat Midas. This will also be available on Bull's website soonish. Cool set. It might look really good with today's board, but again, it's PBT, so we'll open it up after we install this into the board. Man, I cannot say that, Matt, honestly. I'm gonna stumble on my words so hard there. I mean, I even really like the black screws here. Like, the black hardware is also just such a nice touch on this board, too. Fuck, that's pretty. That is really, really pretty, man. Gotta admit. Oh, gosh, this is really tight in there, though. Slasher? I don't own Slasher. I don't like TKLs, but this is one of the few that have caught my attention. Yeah, I am curious. So there's the polycarbonate pieces that'll diffuse some of the light here. Of course, somehow Apple triggered Siri with that. Interesting. So these just kind of sit in place and compress in place. Interesting. There's our daughter board where that's going to go. So let's put that in now. I mean, I think I have the polygon up on YouTube. Am I? Pretty positive it's there. Are these extra feet, I guess? You don't really need those. What bit is for these? Would you be willing to put on music that people can queue up with bits? It's not that I don't want to. It's just I like having the music. Hear me out. I like having the music in the background in the VODs for people, because I feel like without music in the background, it kind of feels weird. It's not even that I don't trust people. It's just, it feels a little like uncanny during the VODs. So the music's too loud. My bad at it. I'll turn it down for you or something. It does look like a universal daughter board. Looks like a unified daughter board, which is nice to see. Is it a good time to cheer? Yeah. If you mean like bits, yeah. I mean it's whatever you want, Zany. Oh gosh. So nice.
Is chat getting bored? The EANT is silent. Today you forgot something that you will never remember again. If you try to fail and you succeed, did you fail or did you succeed? When you say together your lips don't touch, but when you say apart they do. Or why is hyphenated non-hyphenated, and non-hyphenated hyphenated? But what if I have two choices and one of them is taken, does that mean I have 0 choices? I guess so. But I have the choice to say this. Perchance.
The together one is always funny. Okay, so really quickly, and again, thank you, Zany. This is actually sitting on the polycarbonate piece here. So I'm wondering if the polycarbonate will help absorb any unwanted vibrations or kind of at least help in some sort of way there. So it's interesting. It's not quite, I mean, it is technically a sandwich mount, but it's not a sandwich directly on bare aluminum, which is interesting. So I'm curious what's going to happen here in terms of feeling as well as sound signature for this. Very, very interesting. I think aluminum was actually a very interesting choice to pick for this too, so curious how this is going to turn out. It's kind of like a pseudo gasket, if you want to even call it that. Very simple build, obviously. We don't really have to do anything for the inside other than just lay it in. 4 screws for the case. I think chat should really appreciate that they're getting factoids in this economy per chance. I appreciate it, Zany. We'll take a look at Cat Midas. Again, we might just use a GMK set today if that's chill with everyone, just because, again, it's just how we kind of view keyboards here. But I do want to open it up. So here's the board built. And then here's the board plugged in. Let's see, make sure everything turns on for LEDs. Yeah, I mean, okay. I was a little bit worried that the LEDs were going to be like blaring in your face. This is not that bad. In fact, I don't even know if this is full brightness or not, but you really have to tilt the board to be able to see some of these LEDs. If anything, this might provide, like, you can kind of see it on my fingers a bit. Actually, I'm curious to see what this with the lights off. Yeah, not even. There's just a faint glow. Not really coming off on camera very well, but a very faint glow coming from the keyboard. It's kind of tasteful. It is kind of tasteful. Maybe in VIA or Vial. I don't know if this is loaded into VIA or Vial yet. Let me take a look. Maybe Vial. Oh. Vial rocks. Let's see. No. Okay, so I can't change anything there, but maybe there'll be brightness settings? I'm not sure. Pretty though, very pretty. Alright, I want to open this up now. Again, I don't know which set's which here. Is this the... Yeah, this is the black alphas. I think the black alphas look nicer for this set. The new typing meta is typing on... Or the new meta is typing on switches. It kind of is. Do you need VIA for the RGB? Sorry, I was eating breakfast. We might. Do you have a JSON you can send me, Bull? And also, what are you eating for breakfast? Curious. Oh, look at this. This is a really nice case. Oh, wow. Look at that. A really quality keycap case that you get with the keycap set. What a weird concept. Something reusable that doesn't break in 2 seconds. Strange, strange concept. Actually, this is a really pretty set. These do feel really good, too. I mean, should we use these today? I feel like we should just stick to ABS. Like, hear me out. As much as I want to use these, the texture is kind of smooth. It's not like metal smooth, but it's plastic smooth. I will use these. I promise you guys. I just really feel like we should use this ABS on this, just because that's what we use. Yeah, we can compare the sound too if you guys would like. Here, you know what? Let's get some ABS caps. What would we want to use for ABS? I haven't even decided. I was thinking maybe Serica. Serica could look cool. Lux could also look cool on this too. I could do Lux. I'm down for Lux, actually. I've been using Wob Cyrillic a lot. I haven't used Lux at all. But here's what we'll do. Let's put a few caps. Is that 3 and 4? Let's just do like a little cross comparison here. Obviously not the best comparison at the moment, but interesting. Very interesting. Let's put... Midas was on the right, yeah. Let's go ABS, and then here's what we'll do. We're going to take a few of the caps off and try different, like, between Cap Midas and ABS. These are really nice, though. Like, quality-wise. Yeah, like, these are really nice. I do really like this case that you get with it, too. This is awesome. No, they're just plastic. They're plastic. They're PBT. And then here's my thing for you guys as well. Depending on how the aluminum plate sounds, I'm also down to rebuild this. Maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. In case I'm not gonna promise tomorrow night, but we'll see. My
streak is now old enough to retire Defoe.
Hi Chozo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate 65 freaking months, bro. Chozo is the real goat here. But we'll see about tomorrow night, or maybe we'll see about Saturday night. And we can perhaps do the hot swap PCB with a plastic plate. I'm already kind of vibing with this sound signature though, so we'll see. Why, Jen? I need Midas for my snake build? That would go so hard. Midas? Which would you go with though? The white alphas or the black alphas? Actually, I think Lux is a really cool set for this. I'm curious, with all the plastics we've come up for switches, why don't we have more kinds of plastic plates? Maybe there's diminishing returns. I don't have a good answer for that, but perhaps diminishing returns would be the maybe answer there. Oh, that's just an extra B. Yeah, and also you can get a lot of custom ones. That's also very true. There's a lot of custom plates you can get. F6. I don't think we do an accent for this. I think we go accentless. I want to go with white alphas, but I think the black might go better with the Medusa Siren Artisan. I also agree with that. I mean, no, the Midas set is really cool. I was looking at it on the website, and if you guys want to look at it, it's on Bull's website. It is a really cool looking set. But again, just for the sake of consistency, and I hope this doesn't piss anyone off, I do think it's probably a wiser decision for us to use a ABS set tonight. GMK Midas when? Well, not everything needs to be ABS plastic. People like variety, and that's really, really good. This does not go here. Ultim is great. I'm probably going to get it from all my boards. Oh, for the plate? I have not tried that. I wonder how that sounds. I wonder how that sounds. This is looking good so far, guys. For T, that go there? Yes. F2. I just got my Ultim plate yesterday. It's really nice. Interesting. Okay, I haven't tried that yet. I gotta try that. I have Ultim PEI plate from Hype. It's decent, but a bit more of the same for me. I'm not really a plastic plate enjoyer. Totally fair. We're all different. There are some boards I have to admit where I'm like plastic only for me, but for the most part, I would say I'm more on team aluminum. I think aluminum for me as well, man. I'm with you there. Team Alu. F10 goes here. Yes. W. I do want to touch up the spacebar a little bit, which I'm surprised, but we'll see. We'll see. We still have to put the rest of the caps on. The alphas are really shaping up right now. Damn, this is looking really good. The alphas are really shaping up to sound pretty nice. This is one of these boards where you really have to put all the caps on to make a better judgment here. Sometimes you can tell right away, but... No, dude, okay. Depending on what I'm doing tonight, like... I have to wake up really early to do some stuff, like I told you guys. But if I can get some time to myself tonight, I was either going to play games or I was going to watch Solo Leveling and start the new season. But, yeah, I do need to sit down and watch that. I'm kind of pumped. Dude, watch it? Okay. Maybe that'll be my thing tonight. Maybe I'll skip on gaming. Get some sleep. Honestly, my sleep's been way better. I've been going to bed like my old usual time. So I appreciate the concern though, but I have been much better with sleep these days, dude. Huge difference. Huge difference in like everything. Can't even stress that enough. Second tab, I don't need that. As soon as this build finished, I'm going straight to bed. Dude, these days, life's been tiring. Was anyone planning on getting this build? Or this board? Not build. It is a really nice TKL. I'll give it that. Maybe. Seeing it now, probably. We got good old Bull vendoring this too. Maybe a different color. Yeah, there's some really nice colors on the website. I don't know if that'll change, if there's going to be more in the future, but I don't even think I spoke about that. But there's a bunch of different colors. This is called Atom, believe it or not. And there's Lilith, which is anodized silver top and silver bottom with a mirror silver weight. They have an orange, which is a yellow top. Kind of looks more orange. I guess it's called yellow. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. If Bull's still watching, that looks hella orange to me. Orange top, or yellow top as they call it, with a cream bottom and a silver weight. They have Eva 01, which is a green top, purple bottom, and a black weight. And then they have Eva 02, which is orange top and red bottom. It's pretty orange. Yeah, it's not yellow. I wouldn't say it's yellow at all. Navy top and navy bottom, EVA 03. And then they have EVA 04, which is stone top and blizzard bottom. I think that one might be my favorite one, and a patina weight. I think the Eva 04 is the one I would go for if I had to choose right this instant. That is a really pretty colorway. With Eva 02, that's what, the orange one? Let me see the Eva 02 one more time. Mars Cadet might go really nice with that, bro. Mars Cadet might fucking slap on that one there. And it's a set you can actually pick up, too. Let's do... this goes here. Uh-oh, did I miss the X somewhere? No, right here. Perfect. Actually, where's the pipe key? Did I miss that? Maybe I missed that somewhere. Oh, here. Gotcha. And then let's put... I don't even know. What am I missing up top here? I'm missing print. Print screen. Where is that? Oh, Lord knows I forgot to take it off one of the boards. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just putting delete up there. Sue me. Hydrate. Give me 1 second. Well, people have been wanting a red manta. I'm getting bullied. All right. Here is the board, fully built.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Fuck, that scared me, bro. Like, what did I even... That actually startled me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys saw me jump. Alright, well, here's the board. I think this turned out really nice. I think this looks really, really good. So again, we got that nice top engraving over here. Here's the beautiful side profile of this board. Got some fingerprints on the anode, but as to be expected. Nice little side profile, beautiful little taper there. Here's the back piece, again with that LED bar. You got the Biomes logo there too. The weight. This looks really good. Here's the front. I like this extra little lip on the front. I don't know why. It makes the board just look more aggressive in a lot of ways too. Like, it's kind of standard looking from the top, but the moment you kind of see it from the side over here, this little extra piece, maybe not noticeable from this direction that I'm showing you guys in, like the angle of the camera here, but from my point of view, it gives it like an extra little bit of a flare. It's nice. Yeah, it's like almost like the front lip of a car. And again, it's not truthfully picking up super well, but actually maybe right here I can show you guys a little bit better. It gives it a little bit more aggressiveness, which I kind of like. And again, starting price, I don't know if this is still true, Bull, but around $450. Correct. Let's plug it back in. I'll show you guys the LEDs one more time here too. So back LEDs. Again, I would consider this more of like an accent RGB, not something super visual. The front has them too, but they're kind of firing in a way where you're going to only get some subtle glow when the lights are off. So, but yeah, let's give this a little test, shall we? And then we can go back and forth with some of the Cat Midas keycaps to see how those sound. So this is Cherry Nixies, aluminum plate, And then not quite a sandwich mount, but also kind of a sandwich mount. And again, kind of positioned on some polycarbonate blockers there. Let me actually open up notes here, so I'm not typing in random things to nothing. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Little HJ test. Nice loudness so far. Interesting. Very interesting. The spacebar probably is divisive to some people. This is not Cat Midas, no. I'm going to just tune the spacebar a little bit. I don't think it's anything to do with tuning. I think it's kind of... Actually, I don't mind it, to be honest. It's different, and I kind of applaud it for being a little different. But I kind of like it. You can definitely tell, because it's a sandwich mount, you're getting a lot more feedback from the spacebar. Like from the plate that's, you know, connecting with everything here. Let me just tune it up a smidge here. I thought, again, I'm highly doubting this is going to do anything, but might be a bit more of a divisive spacebar, like I said. Please don't fall, cable. Sounds stiff like a top mount with a mounting point right under the spacebar. Yeah, I don't know if that did anything. I don't know if the extra lube really did much. I don't think it did, but maybe a little bit. Maybe it helped a little bit. Maybe I did underlube them a smidge, but I don't know. I kind of feel like the spacebar is different enough, and it kind of stands on its own, but I think it's going to be divisive. Although, again, I'd like to see this with a softer plate, if that makes sense. And perhaps a relief cut. Hear me out. I think on the plate itself, maybe for the aluminum or any of the stiffer plates, oops, maybe kind of cutting the plate right here and just isolating the plate from the spacebar area would be a good move, and just kind of making as little contact with the particular spacebar. But again, this is part of the tough part about this is it's preference. So I don't like I'm not going to be the one to speak on everyone's preference here. It's different from what we normally use, what I normally use. I kind of don't mind it though. Like, this is not something I hate at all. It's not quite as bright and soft as I'd say on a normal day, but it's nice. Let me see this. I'm definitely going to want to do the plastic plate soon too. I just don't have switches prepped for it. I don't mind this, to be honest. Like, I love the alphas for this a lot. They feel really good too, which is interesting from a sandwich mount like this. I don't know. I'm on team. I think the spacebar sounds actually pretty good for this board. It's different, not what we normally use, but I like it. Modifiers all sound really good too. Oh. good arrow. Interesting. This part's a little bit... This is the most echoey part of the board right here. These 3 keys. Echoey a little bit. Okay, I'm still really liking the way this sounds though. It's a bit of a stiffer type though. So if you guys are not really into stiff boards, I would say you're not going to be into this. I don't know. I think this sounds actually pretty good. Very interesting. Very, very interesting on this. And then, again, to showcase a little bit more of the lighting here, because I know some people are asking, is it on? Yeah. I'm going to do my best to show you guys this. I'll turn this off too. Fuck. I don't really have a great way. Let me make this camera better exposed here, so just bear with me as it shakes, please. I'd say right here is kind of what I'm seeing. Maybe a little bit brighter on the screen. But there is some accent lighting on this. But yeah, it's definitely there. Like if you have the lights off, you're going to notice this. You will 100% notice the accent lighting. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. I don't know if this is the right setting now. We'll have to figure out. This is cozy. Yeah, there's a kind of a cozy feel. Turn the lights back on. I can't hear. My bad. All right. And now we're going to try doing some cross comparison with Cat Midas. Sandwich mount needs leaf springs like the Ven from Gawk IMO. Well, sandwich mounts are a bit... Here's my unbiased opinion on sandwich mounts. Typically, I don't like them. Typically, they're not done in a way where I feel like you're getting the most out of your keyboard. It's just an overly stiff mount that usually sounds very resonant, which I think the way this board is kind of getting around that is they're using those polycarbonate lights, the blockers for the light there, or whatever, the diffusers, as a mounting point, so they're not as aluminy sounding, like they're a little bit more of like they're on a plastic material. So in a lot of ways I think they're doing something really cool with a sandwich mount, but I'm also just surprised that a board like this didn't get a proper internal mounting system in a lot of ways too. Like, I'm shocked at that. I am. I want to try one more thing if you guys are okay with it. Before we do this, I actually just had an idea. I'm going to undo this keyboard, just like, give me one moment. I kind of want to try some more stuff with the internals here, because I just had a bit of a thought, I guess. I don't even know the word. Not that this board sounds bad right now. I just want to do some experimenting. Oh, that sounded weird. Just do some experimenting. That board looks kind of interesting. Hi, Angel. Squeaky screw. Yeah, a little bit of a squeaky one. An epiphany. Maybe a little bit of one. So this is sitting, the polycarbonate pieces sit here, and then, I mean, the spacebar is sort of sitting on the polycarbonate a little bit. I'm curious, what if I was to not force break it, but allow the plate to kind of be isolated, not between just the polycarbonate and the metal. What if we put a force break on that part? So it is force breaking it, but I think we're doing it with a purpose here, not just force break it per se. I don't know. I don't even know the words I'm trying to tell you guys, but give me 1 second. We'll grab some little stickers here. Do I have any good ones lying around? Okay, let's use these guys. And let me get some scissors. 1 second. Yeah, adding some more to this sandwich mount here. I don't exactly... I'm going to do the top layer first here, so just bear with me here, guys. Pizza grease? I low-key do want some pizza, though. Pizza sounds kind of fire at the moment. I kind of want to make this a little thinner here. I'm sensitive to stem wobbles, and with cherry switches have the oh man. Honestly, I don't have a good answer for you there. Like, what would have the least amount? Honestly, I'm unsure. Do you guys have an idea of what would have the least amount of wobble for switches? It's not really a metric that I kind of go by. So, yeah, you're not going to even notice the black tape on this too. And maybe this could be a cool, if this ends up working, this could be a neat little addition that maybe they can throw in the box. Just putting some like little stickers here for force breaking. Some little pads. Yeah, you could go with using that website then. But unfortunately, I don't have a good way that I measure that kind of stuff. It's not something I normally do. Alright, and chop up one more here. Yeah, there are certain creators that like really like certain things, like different things in the hobby. I've noticed, for the most part, not everybody, for the most part, a lot of creators focus in on some very different things when it comes to the keyboard space. What's more important, Alex? How much a switch wobbles or how much a switch wiggles? It's all about the wiggle. That is really important. Variety is the spice of life. Okay, I don't want to remove too much of this like kind of nice sound profile, so I'm gonna just do one more thing here, which is just isolate the spacebar a little bit more on the bottom, on the underside of it as well. So just bear with me here. Alright, let's see how this ends up sounding. I do admit, I do wish these pieces sat a little nicer and didn't fall down like the moment you try to insert them here, but it is what it is. perhaps they sit like this for a reason. Okay. So the plate is sandwiched between the top and bottom case without any foam. Yes, this little frosted thing is polycarbonate. Or it might be acrylic, I'm not too positive. Knowing STR, it probably is acrylic. Either way, it's just using a plastic bit to kind of sandwich itself. So it's not directly on a metal, which I think is kind of why it actually doesn't sound as bad. Like typically mounts like this sound pretty bad. At least to me anyways. See if this changes it up. I highly doubt it, but let's see if this does anything for the board. I can't tell. Yeah, like it still retains. I don't think this is dull, Gingy. This is not a dull spacebar. It's just thuddier. Dull would just be flat with no sound at all. Interesting. I still love the alphas of this board. The alphas sound so crispy. The spacebar probably won't be for everybody, but I like this spacebar so far. With the aluminum plate. Like, I definitely use this. I do think the plastic plate will probably end up sounding a bit better, which I'm kind of excited to use a plastic plate for this. So we'll figure out a day that... I also need to figure out some switches I can put in it. But we'll figure out a day that we can get a plastic plate built onto this too. For now though, let's compare some Cap Midas switches with this. Let's do that. Where is my switch puller? I think I'll probably pick this up and get a spare plastic plate when I do. Yeah, and like I said, I'll try to, in the next few days, do a few switches. And then I'll prep something maybe for... the plastic plate build. So the G and H are part of Cap Midas. Actually, not bad. I wonder how the spacebar of Cap Midas sounds in this. Is this 7U? It is. I mean, it's not too far off. Like, it's sort of halfway there. I mean, yeah, I know, Jen, you like PBT over ABS. I think now it's encompassing a bit more of a sharper sound that I'm not too familiar or with. I guess not familiar, but like not too keen on with the PBT spacebar. But again, I'd like to give this another... Maybe we'll use Cap Midas the next time we do the plastic plate. How does the PBT spacebar sound like when flipped? Probably, I would say, most likely the exact same, but we'll see. I'll give that a test for you. Same thing. Pretty much the same thing here. I mean, it's not bad for PBT. I mean, this is pretty good quality. It's pretty thick, too. I'm vibing with it. I am definitely vibing with it. All right. Cap Midas is pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool set. All right, and then you guys wanted to see the novelties. Do I have those? Did they send me novelties? Maybe it's still in the box. I still have the box for that. One sec, guys. I don't see any novelties. No, those are not novelties. Alright, I'll have to find the box for it and see if it's in the box. This is just the white alphas, I think. Oh, these are just mods. Okay. It should be in the other tray. Part of the mods kit. Oh, okay. So I have to open up this one. Thought maybe they came in like a totally different thing. Bowl. All right. Let's open up this. Oh, you can really see that metallic effect with these. Might be a little weird to show on camera here, but I'll zoom in as much as I can to show you guys. It has a bit like a gold metallic-y drip kind of thing going on. Can I zoom in anymore? Yeah, I can. Do you guys see that? Pretty cool, actually. A little tough to see on the alphas. When you get novelties, it actually kind of goes really nicely with that. And believe it or not, I know you had mentioned that you can't get this effect with ABS right now, or Bolt. GMK has been doing some pretty cool things with effects like this. So kind of like what you saw on the novel keys, like the silver set for GMK Kaiju. I'm pretty sure if you just swap that out to be gold, you can get a sort of effect like this, but it would probably be just very expensive to run it through. Because I don't think the price is going to be... Oh, yeah, Mecha Kaiju. I don't think the price is going to be anywhere close to what GMK is probably going to charge. Yeah, key rate of can't... Yeah. Does Key-Rate even do ABS anymore? Cool though. Alright, so some final thoughts on the board here before we knock out for the night. Alright, I will say it's an interesting take. The board itself is an interesting take on a sandwich mount, which is, I mean, I think for what it's worth, it does well for being a sandwich mount. But I think in a lot of ways, I'm also questioning, like, why is it a sandwich mount? But I again, like, in that same vein, like, maybe the answer is just because it can be, and this is how you do it well. It sounds good. Like, I like it with the aluminum plate. Is it my favorite sounding spacebar? No, I like other spacebars more. But I think it actually kind of is different enough that it doesn't sound bad, but it's not quite my style, that it probably has to grow on me. It's maybe an acquired sound. The board itself, assembly-wise, pretty damn easy, I'd say. I liked the assembly. I do think those polycarbonate or acrylic blockers could be implemented better, where they're not falling as you kind of lay down the plate combo. It felt a little bit, not cheap, but it felt a little bit lazy. I didn't quite like the way that seated down into that. The board itself looks absolutely amazing. Like, this is one good looking keyboard, you know? And if the idea was to kind of create this, like someone mentioned earlier, minimal yet maximalist board, I think this is a good way to kind of go about it. Like this, the logos are very out there, you know? Irish, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Subscriber, first time watcher here. Hope you had a good stream. We
Thank
need
you, man.
more
I
good-looking
appreciate
TKLs.
Dude, we do. We need more TKLs. The sandwich has an interesting resonance. It's almost like industrial sounding, like a Bion aesthetic. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I mean, that's also a really good way to look at it too. Again, I want to look at this with a plastic plate, but even with the aluminum plate, I think this felt a bit stiffer, but sounded really, really good. I still like the alphas a lot. The alphas are absolutely killing it for me. In terms of like what would I have done differently, specifically with the aluminum, perhaps the carbon fiber plate as well, I probably would have added some relief cuts or put less, because I saw that the plate for the bottom over here kind of arched inwards. Like I think it ended right over here on both sides. I may have just personally not bothered putting anything there and just cut the plate like down to here, you know? Dremel time, maybe. Like maybe I would have moved the way this is sitting just to kind of open up the spacebar a bit, you know? But again, I don't think this sounds bad. I just think that this is not something I'm normally used to. And like I said, I thought like upon first using it, it wasn't like an immediate turn off for me. I actually appreciated how different this was. I thought it was nice. But yeah, I think the board looks really, really good. I like what Bowl and Manu, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, and I think I'm going to restate it now too. I like why this board's being run and just what Bowl and Manu are doing with this. Again, we mentioned at the beginning, I almost wasn't, I told Manu at the beginning, like when he reached out to me months ago, that I didn't want to cover the project just because I didn't really care what Bayon was doing anymore because of people he screwed over. And but was this all the vendors that were in on this, or is it just you? Because I didn't know at the beginning of the stream. Was it just you and Manu? But basically, part of the profits for this, if not all the profits, are going towards, correct me if I'm wrong, Bull, but fixing, you know, people who got screwed over in the past projects. So I thought that was really nice. Manu mentioned that this was, all vendors are working together. It's amazing, even better. So that is absolutely amazing. It's going to help people who got affected in the past. And then also Bayon is not taking home any money from this either. So I thought it was nice.
God damn, dude.
Sean, thank you so much. I guess we're giving something away right now. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway right now. Okay. And then we'll run a new one tomorrow. All right. Let's see. Who's going to win this? Let me go set this up. But yeah, that's it. That's basically all. Bayon has suffered a lot. I really hope things get better for him. Listen, I hope no one in the world has to suffer from anything. But again, I think it's good to pick your battles. And I think that the first few times he had problems with this, he should have looked for vendors and stuff. I don't want to shift the blame off of him or, you know, back on him for any reason. I just think that accountability is needed as well, you know. Hypothetically, why would someone purchase a palm plate over PP? It's a very small difference, but you can sometimes hear it. Honestly, with polycarbonate or palm and PP plates, I honestly feel like they're kind of interchangeable. Like for me, I don't know, people might hate me for saying this. It's kind of same, you know? So the giveaway we're doing right now, by the way, is going to be for a Dimium 65 in silver. Or if you guys want, I believe I have a new kit as well, but I don't remember the color of that one there. So there we go. If you guys want, you can enter with exclamation point ticket. Exclamation point ticket, guys. And if you guys are interested in the board, again, check out Bull's website. Bull will have that board listed on April 5th, as well as many other vendors. So thanks, Bull, for letting me take a look at this, and thank Manu. I don't know if Manu's here or not, or he's sleeping, but thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Again, great looking board. Dude, the other colorways you guys got to see on the website, man. It is good looking. So nice. Super
Let's
good
go.
looking. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Near Mellow. Thank you, dude. Alright, let's also just quickly load up my little sheet thing with winners and type in Dimium. God, I cannot type 65. I miss the marbles days. Dude, everyone complained about marbles. Marbles was so much fun until everyone ruined it for me. Everyone bullied me out of marbles, man. Alright, we'll draw the giveaway here in 10 seconds. I know it does look really nice, Grid, I have to admit. We'll draw the giveaway in 10 seconds for the Dimium. Alright, drawing it now. Winner is Muppets. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Is Muppets in chat? Better question. Oh, I cannot copy paste with this. It's bound to the wrong thing. Muppets, are you here? Muppets, can you DM me on Twitch and I will send you the form to fill out, and then I'll send you the board. I haven't shipped out any of the winners yet, just because I'm just stuff popped up. I sort of explained it in the Discord, but I apologize. But it'll be shipped out in the next week. Had some unfortunate stuff happen family-wise, and just going through the cycles with that first. But thank you guys. I appreciate everyone coming here, we'll do a new giveaway on Friday. So there'll be another keyboard we give away. But thank you guys, I appreciate it. I didn't rig anything. Oh my goodness, dude. Peace out, Girl Scout. Peace out, everyone. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go find someone to raid. If you guys are tuning out already, I get that too. It's late. What did you use for force breaking it? I just use stab pads. Honestly, it's the easiest way to go about things. You probably already have them. Oh, Mercia's streaming. Let's raid Mercia. She's probably chit-chatting it up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys Friday. Thanks. Means a lot, Keep Science. I'll probably be in the Discord just chit-chatting towards the end of Thursday. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Always a pleasure. Always a blast. I'll take some beautiful photos of this in the next day or two. Thank you guys again. Love you guys, and bye, everybody. See ya.